Hanukkah is the first time in Jewish history that the Jewish people encountered the threat of assimilation. And the celebration of Hanukkah is that we survived it. And that's why it's so special, because it gives us insight to understand the cause of assimilation and how to retrieve ourselves, how to bring ourselves back from assimilation. And certainly it's so appropriate, it's such a relevant holiday. So let's take a look what happened. There were two factors that played a role in that assimilation. The first one was our host nation, which were the Greeks. They were very nice to us, and they were very attractive to us. The Greek culture was a culture of intelligence. They brought to the world science, they developed mathematics, poetry, literature, architecture. All of these are very attractive to the Jewish mind, and so we were attracted. But that's not enough to cause assimilation. There was another factor. The other factor was that we lost an appreciation of what we had. We lost an appreciation of the Torah. We had the Torah. The Torah is the source of all the above-mentioned knowledge. And we had the source, but we took it for granted. It's like that with anything. As valuable as anything may be, you will discover that the first generation that earned and fought to achieve that possession, let us take wealth. So the early Rockefellers, as they built their empire, I don't know this as a fact, but I'm assuming so, just taking a look at other smaller such families. The first generation that fights and builds the company, the empire, they value and cherish and treasure every dollar that they earned. The first dollar that they made, they put in a case. It's so special to them. But their grandchildren and great-grandchildren who inherited these fortunes, they don't appreciate what they have. They'll spend money without thinking twice. Not because they have so much, but because it's so meaningless. Their great-grandfathers didn't spend that kind of money and that kind of waste. Everything was so carefully measured. And so it was with us. We had Torah, we had mitzvos. It was beautiful, but we never had to fight for it. It wasn't so meaningful for us. And when you don't have to fight for something, you lose it. Especially when you encounter a culture that's truly attractive, that has what to sell. It's meaningful, it's intelligent, it's beautiful. Beauty is associated to the Greeks. And what we have is not. We don't associate, we don't see the beauty, we didn't fight for it. And that was the cause of the assimilation. Such a large percentage of the Jewish people gave up their Judaism. They actually underwent surgery to cover up the fact that they were circumcised so they could play sports. That's how far we actually gave up the bris. The bris, which identifies a Jew as a Jew, they underwent cosmetic surgery to cover it up. That's how far we went. So how did we pull out of it? We pulled out of it because we fought. Because Hashem brought upon us the Syrian Greeks who forced us to give up Torah. And when you force someone to give it up, they fight for it. And when you fight for it, it becomes meaningful. If what you're fighting for is truly meaningful, and you fight for it, it's so special to you. And then it became special to them. And we survived. And that's the message of Hanukkah. We have such a beautiful Judaism. It's so sweet. The Shabbos table is so beautiful. We go to the synagogues. We're able to turn to Hashem and daven to Hashem. And He listens to us. We know He listens to us. He cares about us. But if we don't fight for it, if we're not excited about it, if we don't put ourselves into it, thank God we don't have to fight. We're able to do it without fighting. But if we don't put ourselves, put our neshama, put our soul, we're meiser nefesh, if we put our soul into it, we keep it. And if not, we lose it. So I just want to wish I want to wish you a good Hanukkah, a good Shabbos, and may we come out of this Hanukkah strengthened and hold on tight to everything we cherish and cherish everything we have. Have a great Hanukkah.